Hello and welcome. I got knocked out of the MEWC today after honestly a very poor performance on It's Probably a Crab by Nick Boberg. So I'm going to revisit it now in 1 minute. We'll
We are
see if
glad to
anybody
present
joins
you
me.
the case. It's Probably a Crab, designed by Nick Boberg from New Zealand. You are at the seashore hunting for crabs. Crabs like to hide under rocks, as do other types of marine life. The probability of finding a species of marine life under a given rock varies based on the tide. The tide cycles are 2 times 6.5 hours long, from high tide to low tide, and back to high tide again. The probability of finding marine life in between tides is linear, based on the respective probabilities for high tide and low tide. For example, the probability of finding a crab under a rock at 3:15 a.m., half tide on day 1, is 55%, midway between 80% and 30%. The case has 140 questions of 7 levels of difficulty and 5 bonus questions. Plan your strategy wisely. Good luck.
Alrighty. And it started. Oh, Nick joined me. I think Nick is not actually playing, but anyway. Yeah, this is Nick's case. Hello, Nick. All right, so we'll enable editing. Let's make it full screen. And we'll make it in the, oops, not that, in the bit of the screen that you can actually see. And we'll leave a little bit of space for this at the side. Kind of want it smaller than that, but okay, fine, that'll do. All right, so many things I did badly here. But anyway, I think the key thing here is that I want a function that is going to give me the 6 different probabilities at a given time. And then most other things kind of flow from that. So let's just see. Yeah, these times do not include a day by the looks of it. Let's just, yeah, no, they don't. That's kind of weird. Fine. Is there anything where we actually go into day 2? I haven't actually read level 7, but targeting a specific creature, turning over one rock per minute, starting. Oh, okay, fine. All right, let's get into it. Like I said, I want a kind of probability as a function of time. So, so say time, and I don't know. Let's go with 3:30 a.m. Why not? Mark as input. Then, first thing I want is to work out the minutes, and that is just going to be this times 24 hours in a day times 60 minutes in an hour. That should not be formatted as time. So that's 210 minutes into the day. What I didn't appreciate today for some reason is that this is actually the exact same bounce logic as hopscotch. You go up, like whatever you start, high tide is the very start of day 1. So you go kind of down to low tide, up to high tide, blah, 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 blah. So then I guess I'll do min's bounce. And that's going to be, I don't know, let's just do a sequence of 500 for a second. Starting from 0, I suppose. And just refresh my memory on how this works. So the cycle is going to be 780, because there's 6 hours times 60 minutes plus 30 minutes. Yeah, 390 minutes going up and 390 minutes going down, so a total of 780. So I guess I actually want to make this 1,000 rather than 500. And actually, let's just make it 100, but in steps of 10. And that'll make it easier to do the checks. Okay, so I want mod of this by 780. And that will tell me the cycle starts again after 780 minutes, which is what it should do. Then I want the absolute value of 390, which is the midpoint, minus that. And that will go from 390 down to 0 at the halfway mark, and then up to 390 again, and then repeat. And I think that's basically good enough. So let's just take that, put that here, but now pointing to here. So this is, if this is minutes from the start of the day, and in this cycle minutes from high tide, then this is minutes to low tide. So I want this over 390. That's going to be the, I guess, percent. And that, wait, hang on, what? 330, oh, sorry, yeah, 315 was the exact, oops, sorry. I can spell 315 was the exactly halfway. Okay, good, fine. So then 330 is good. So then the probability is going to be, so this is the percent of, let me just do 630. So at 630, it's low tide. So it should be low tide probability plus this percent times high tide probability minus low tide probability. So then at 630, it's just the low tide probabilities. At 0, it's just the high tide probabilities. At 315, it's the halfway point. Yep, that's good. Okay, so then I just want to lock this lock and this lock and this lock, and then I want to paste Lambda statement, and that all looks good. I don't want these to be steps. Just in, yeah, that looks good. Okay, and then I want to save Lambda as, and I'll just call that prob. Okay, you're not happy with that? That's fine. Save Lambda as prob. No, all right, fine, never mind. Just take all of this, put it into the name manager. It says prob already exists, so I guess I did do it. I don't know, whatever. Cool. All right. So that was actually, I think, a pretty long setup time. Where's my time here? There it is. I've spent more than 5 minutes on that. That's not ideal, but never mind. Okay, so now, this probably is high tide. Okay, so I want to XLOOKUP this. Oh, sorry. I want to name my list of symbols. I'll call that sim. Then I want to XLOOKUP these in sim, returning from prob of 0. What? For what? Oh, that is a different prob function. What? Oh, is that why it wouldn't save it? Ah, okay. Then let's go here and I guess rename it. Let's give it an underscore. Okay, fine. So then we'll take the product of those. Is that what we're doing here? Yes, and then times 10 to the 4. It's a very slow start, but I think this is probably still an okay strategy for this case. All right, for the following times of day, how long is it until the next tide phase? So I think what I'm going to do is XLOOKUP this in no, do I? Oh, never mind. Let's just do it the other way. So take this times 24 times 60. I think this is going to be the other way around, but close enough. So this is the time. Oh, no, that's the right way around. Okay. So then drop that in here. Nope, that's totally wrong. Whoops. What do we? Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah, because this is only the right sign if it's the right bit of the tide. All right. So what am I trying to do here? I want to know where we are in the cycle, and then I guess I want to say if this minus, sorry, no, I've done the mod, so that part's fine. So I want the time until the next one. So I think I just want ceiling.math of this by 390 minus that, which matches the first few and then changes. Okay, that's better. All right. Level 3, given the following times a day, probability of finding a crab under a given rock. Okay, so this is just prob, sorry, now I need, oops, please don't break everything. Prob of 0, sorry, not prob of 0, prob of this time. And then I just want at that for the probability of a crab. And then times 10 to the 4, and then round to 0 decimal places. Okay. Okay, here's where it went totally pear-shaped. I still haven't figured out why. No, sorry, this one was not where it went totally pear-shaped. Anyway, whatever, it doesn't matter. So I want to XLOOKUP these 3 in sim, returning from prob of this. No, not that prob. Prob of this time. It's a terrible name to give a function, I guess. And then I want to multiply those together. And times 10 to the power of 4. And then round, I assume, to 0 decimal places. Oh, right, and we only have some of them, so let's do to call of this by 3, and that will allow for the gaps. And that should be okay. This is the one that I got just totally wrong. I'm still not sure why, but anyway, for now, let's just do prob. Why do I have all these German function names? I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, underscore prob of this time. Then I want if to call of this equals blank. Oh, wait, what? No, of this. Then I want that. Otherwise, sorry, if it's blank, then I want 1 minus the probability. Otherwise, I want the probability. Is that right? I think so. And then product of those. Yep. And then times 10 to the 4. And then round. And like that, I got stuck on the question for like 20 minutes. I still don't know what I was doing wrong because I ended up getting it right, but I didn't think I changed anything that, well, anything that should have changed the answer between when I was getting it wrong and when I was getting it right. So I'm totally baffled on how I managed to screw that one up so badly. Anyway, here for moral support, let's go dim, go dim. Thank you guys. It's a bit late, but I'll still take it. All right. How long after high tide would you have the highest probability of finding the following exact selection of species under a rock? So for this one, I think it's fine. I think I'm just going to say prob. Okay, I'm just going to rename that function. I'll just call it crab prob. Carb prob? No, I do not have a carb prob. I hope. Crab prob. Close. So then we'll say crab prob of sequence, comma. So wait, we're interested in how many minutes after high tide, right? Okay, so sequence of 390 starting from 0, divided by 24 times 60, I think. So that should start at 30% and end at, oh, it does not end at 80%. Oh, right, sorry, because I probably want 391. And now it ends at 80%. Good. So then what am I interested in here? I'm interested in highest probability of finding this exact selection. Okay, so then I want, let PR be that, and then I want if to call of this is equal to blank, then 1 minus PR, otherwise PR. That gives me a bunch of stuff, and then I want by call of that prod uct. So very slim odds there, but never mind. And then I want to know where the biggest one is. So we'll say X match, and they're all probabilities, so they'll all be less than 1. In that array, exact match or next smaller item. That gives 198. Oh, right, but I started at 0, so I got to subtract 1. Okay. It's all going a lot better than earlier. All right, that's that. Level 7. I haven't even read this one. Now you're targeting specific creatures. Turning over 1 rock per minute, starting at the following start times. How many rocks would you need to turn over to have at least a 99% chance of finding the following targeted species? Okay. So, so we're just putting the probability of not finding. Is that of not finding a crab. Is that the combined probability of not finding? Yeah, okay, fine. So I can't imagine this is ever going to take that long. So let's just go with 50 for now. Let's say crab prob of this plus sequence, comma 50 starting from 0 divided by 24 times 60. And then I want to XLOOKUP this in sim returning from that. And then I want to take 1 minus that. That is the probability of no crab. And then I want to scan starting from 1 through all this stuff, product. And then I want to X match 0.01 against that exact match or next smaller item. And do I have to adjust here? No. Yeah, Lorenzo told me he did his postmortem and got level 7 in 2 minutes. And yeah, I guess that kind of checks out. How am I doing? I got 15 minutes to do the bonuses. I think I can probably manage that. At high tide, what is the probability of finding no marine life species? That's just product of 1 minus the high tide probabilities, which are these. Or I could have just said product of 1 minus crab prob 0. And sorry, we want this as a whole number to the nearest percent, so round to, times 100. Let's do the rest. What marine life species are you least likely to find under a rock? So we'll say XLOOKUP 0 in crab prob of time 330, 0. Returning from sim? No, returning from the name. Yes, returning from the name. Exact match your next larger item. Oh, sorry, crab prob close. There we go. One of the marine life symbols occurs more frequently than the others in games, blah, 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 blah. How many times? Okay, so this is going to be a most of. Oh, I haven't imported my lambdas. Interesting. All right, fine. So let A be VStack. Just do it the old-fashioned way. These, nothing there, nothing there. All of these. All of these. I do have a macro that like pulls out, filters stuff to the bonus only, but anyway, I don't think I really need it here. All right, that's it. So then I want group by to call to call A3, and to call A3 again, and rows 0, 0, minus 2, and what's the question? One symbol, how many times? Okay, so then it's going to be index group by 1, 2. Okay, you check under a rock every 1 minute between this time and this time. How many frogs would you expect to see? Round your answer to the nearest frog. Okay, so this should just be round some XLOOKUP frog in names. I could have just, well, whatever, it doesn't matter. In that, returning from prob, all right, crab prob, of, sorry, every 1 minute between that and that says sequence, comma, 390 divided by 24 times 60. So that's close the sequence, close the crab prob, close the XLOOKUP, close the sum, and then round to 0 decimal places. How many minutes after high tide gives you the highest probability of finding all 6 species? Okay, so this is going to be crab prob of sequence, comma, 391, starting from 0. Then we're going to take the bicol product of that. Then we're going to X match 1, we want the highest, yes, highest probability, X match 1 against that, exact match our next smaller item, and we're 0 based, so we have to subtract off 1. It's all very different when you're calm afterwards, and no, that's wrong, bother. Finding all 6, so should I be taking the product? Yeah, I should be. Oh, because I didn't divide by 24 times 60. That would help. Let's try again. Yeah. All right. So anyway, end early. That is what Lorenzo did. He ended early. He is the Dimslayer of 2025. And you know, I I there's no one I would be happier to lose to. Honestly, I've been happy to lose to any of the guys I was up against today. Like they're all very good and they're all very nice. So it's not like I can be mad or something. It's fine. It's a lovely case. I am so I know that I went into like unhelpful panic debug mode when this level was not working, and I kept like laying out the probabilities and like matching this one and this one and this one and this one and this one, and I still can't figure out what went wrong. I'm hoping that there's enough of what I did still on the live stream that I can go back and watch it and figure it out. Um, but anyway, yeah, bit of a sad performance today, but I'll be back. I've earned a place in game day, which is day 2, and that means that I'm at least not at the pure mercy of one case in the last chance qualifier round. It's kind of across your combined score from 2 cases, which lowers the volatility quite a bit. So I think my odds of making day 3 are still pretty good, but today showed that a lot of things can go wrong on any given day. So yeah, anyway, enough musings. That's all I got for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time.